Funny guys, this is my first live video and I couldn't
Hi.
hear. Finally, we could hear.
Yay.
I'm so glad. Yay. We are 11 minutes late. I am very sorry about this.
We
But
are
this
very,
is the
very
first
sorry.
time. And
I think
so,
a small surprise, which was supposed to go, be a small gift for all our listeners, that we will go live from Savanchi's profile instead of ours. I think it backfired on us, but now we can hear each other, and you can hear me very clearly, right?
absolutely, yes.
Super. Okay. So I think thank you very, very much for everybody holding on, patience, and helping us. We can hear you, we can't hear you. So this is Shopmatic going live with Sawenchi on Women's Day, something that we have been waiting for so long to happen. And thank you so much, Shweta, for joining us. And this is really an honor to go live from your channel. And I think you will go more lives now, because I think from your viewers also a lot of responses are coming that you don't go live. So I think this is going to be a good start for you to go live as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think let's just start our live conversation. I think what we wanted to have a quick chat with you, Savanchi, is that our Doers and Dreamers series is all about knowing entrepreneurs, talking about their entrepreneurial journey and what makes them so passionate to break all odds and wake up every day with that relentless passion to work for their brand, to work for their product. And what better than having you today on Women's Day, who has been instrumental in finding all sorts of voice for yourself, all by yourself. So before any further introduction for me, Shweta, tell us a little bit about yourself and your passion for textile, and how did it all start?
So I think it started unknowingly when I didn't even know what fashion would be. I used to make a lot of sketches in my workbooks since I was in school, I think in 7th standard or something. And from then I was quite clear that I want to do designing, though I had no clue about what fashion designing is, how that whole world, because it was a different world for us.
Right.
So it all started from there, and I followed my dream because my parents always taught us that, dream something and you follow your dream and you will, one fine day you will achieve it. So I kept on following it. I did my 12th in arts. Then I did my fashion designing, and then I thought that I think I have more interest towards Indian heritage, Indian textile. So I did another course for textile designing after I finished my fashion, and that's how I started meeting a lot of weavers and printers through my college. And then I saw the kind of work they do and how organic it is, how authentic it is. That's when I realized that I think I should also eventually get into the organic, kind of printing and dyeing and all of that. So that is when Sawenchi was in my mind. And slowly it happened. I was working with many designers, like many big designers I have worked with as a designer. But ultimately, because my goal was to do something on my own,
Right.
So I took all the
No, tell me
experience.
something, like when you say that you have been making sketches and you have been doing it, so you had that clarity that you want to do something with fashion,
Yes.
even when as a little girl in school.
Yes. I used to follow a lot of movies. I used to make I used to sit on my tailor's head when I was in 7th standard, that make this Madhuri Dixit wala dress that I want to wear, and he used to spoil it big time. But I would still know that how I want that dress to be. So it was, I think, inbuilt. My mother is a designer by heart. So she used to make a lot of good paintings. She used to do like wall paintings. She used to do fabric paintings. So I think something that has come from her to me. She couldn't pursue it. That was a different time altogether. But I'm fortunate that I could pursue it. And
So I think there's a lot of listeners who are already enamoring what you're wearing. And while you tell that us, you also tell us that what made you fall in love with textile actually. Like what
so
was that one moment you felt that there is so much you can do, and that the first point of love basically.
I think when I started studying fashion designing, I realized that fashion is incomplete without fabric and
Right.
without
Right.
textile. So if you don't know your textile well, you would probably not be able to do fashion that well. So I thought, and I am more of a technical person. I like to get into techniques and explore the processes than designing probably. So that made me think of doing textiles, and I saw a lot of people doing so much of hard work, but they weren't coming up. Back then I'm talking about in 2000, I think 7 or so. No, not even 7. 2004 and 5, when the heritage art was not in boom. Now this is the time, in these 2 3 years, everybody is doing hand block printing and handloom and everything. But at that time when
Correct.
I wanted to do it, nobody was doing it. It was kind of, like the art was diminishing. And so
Yeah.
the thought came that I want to revive, I want to do something, my bit for my nation, anything
Right.
that I could do. That was the,
Right.
so that's when I realized that I think I should do something for the country, anything, my bit. I mean, everybody cannot be a soldier. So,
Yeah.
we don't have guts to be a soldier.
So
But
how
you
did
can do
you?
something. So, you can do
Right.
something for
Right.
your country. So, you can do something for the environment, like getting a natural dyes, reviving natural dyes, and actually looking into it. Because if you don't have the technical knowledge for it, you're going to get
Yeah.
bullied. So I
Correct.
wanted to know my job well. So the reason for learning textile is I wanted to know the dyes well. I wanted to know the printing well, so that when I will start doing it, I will be able to create some difference to the society. That was my
So
aim.
you spend
Uh,
that hours with the artisans to understand
yes.
techniques and dyes and how they print it and all of that. So okay.
So I
And that's how you build your business.
actually travel to Jaipur to my
Mm.
printers. I stay there and then
Right.
do the work. So we've done that in college also, and that's when my interest started developing.
Yeah. There's one more interesting question that just came up, that what does Savanchi mean? And how did you come by namesaking your brand as Savanchi?
So Sawenchi means quick. It's like
Oh,
so it's immediate. So it's a Sanskrit word, Sawenchi. It
right.
also is Save is my surname. My husband's surname is Save. So it also means that it is like Save's baby. And
Oh,
it
lovely.
has a Sanskrit meaning which says that it means quick. So you do everything that is prompt, and we are prompt.
Right. And having your business online just says it all, right? Because that is how you're making it available for people to have it at their doorstep, and you're doing all the hard work to get bringing on to you. So, how many years has it been of starting Savanchi?
We started Sawenchi 5 years back, not intending to start a sari brand.
Right.
We wanted to make a lifestyle brand from Sawenchi. So it's in process. Initially, we did supply to a few central government stores. Like we used to do table runners and coasters and tableware for them. And then later, I think in pandemic, one of my weaver called me and he said that, ma'am, it's been a long that you're not doing anything about it. Why don't you just help us and sell the saris for us? And then I said, okay, because I had also conceived in between. So I had a daughter. So my work was getting affected and I wasn't concentrating it like fully.
That
But
much.
then when they called up, I said, okay, I have to eventually anyway, start. So then I started this online Sawenchi because of that.
Right.
Otherwise, we used to
Right.
do exhibitions earlier, but in pandemic, exhibitions weren't happening. And so we never thought of doing Sawenchi online, but I think the pandemic made us do so.
Lovely. And that's when you started your journey with Shopmatic to build your web store.
Yes.
Right.
So I think
Right.
initially 6 months, we only tried through Instagram to see whether we are coping up or how it is going, because we were unaware of the market, the online market, how
Mm.
the market is to be. And
Right.
the first 6 months were like we had a very good response, and then we thought that I think we should just organize it and go a little, further, because the minute you have a website, people, still have some kind of trust in you because there are policies mentioned in the website. There is
Correct.
a payment gateway that gets involved. So, the authenticity increases. So then we
Right.
thought, I think now we should start the website. And I think Shopmatic helped us a lot. Thank you so much for it, because we were the beginners from making the website to designing
Correct.
the website, everything. You were a great help.
Yeah. So I think that is what makes it possible, because you have this idea and you just come online with your brand and you can build your own store. And tell us that what sari are you wearing? It looks very, very interesting.
So this is Ajrak sari. Ajrak printing is hand block printing from Kutch. It
Right.
actually is from Pakistan
Oh,
initially, and then people travel from here, and then it passed on to Kutch. So this is from Kutch. This is done on modal satin. Now modal is a
right.
yarn which is a natural yarn, but it is
Right.
made by human. It is processed by humans.
By
So
hands.
no, it is the yarn. The modal is like it is a cotton, but it is processed.
Right.
It's not like a natural original form of cotton. It's
Right.
processed, but it is a natural yarn. So, and it is not handloom. It's a power loom fabric, because handloom is very expensive. So when you make handloom, it has a different process. When you do power loom fabrics, it has a different process. So this is modal satin
Not
weave of the
every
fabric, and
day.
that's why you see
Not
the
every.
shine on this. So the
Got it.
shine that comes because of the satin weave.
Right, right. So I don't think not every day we come across a person who can actually tell a difference from a power loom to a normal hand loom to a loom. So how do you actually differentiate, and what really is hand loom then?
See, handloom, you will find a lot of irregularities while it is woven, because it is done by hand. It is not as precise as power loom can be. So handloom will always have some roughness. There'll be some weaving defect that people would call. You would probably have a pinhole. You would have a lump. You might even have a fly inside the yarn, inside the fabric. Fly that is stuck in the fabric. So there are certain things that you can identify what is handloom and what is power loom. And of course, the prices are way different. Handloom and power loom fabric prices are way different.
So what is available in a general store, it is then a power loom than a hand loom, right?
It depends. It depends. Now, Maheshwari Sari is made in power loom also, and is made in handloom also. Nowadays, you
Right.
have so many artificial yarns like polyester used.
True.
It is very difficult for a common man to understand and identify the difference between original and not original. Because
Right,
these are
right,
all, see, it is easy to replicate. So now, like for example, Pythony is replicated like anything. So now you get
right.
a Pythony for 1,500 rupees also, and 3,000 also, and 5,000 also, and 50,000 also.
40,000 also. Correct.
Exactly.
Right.
So then, there's a huge difference in power loom, hand loom, polyester, silk, cotton, all of it. So
Hmm.
one needs to find out who's authentic. I think that is only going to come with experience.
Right, right. So, because today we are here with you and you are like a connoisseur on saris. So, there are a lot of people who are actually asking that how do you, like, is there any one or two points one needs to keep in mind when they are buying a sari? Like, how do you actually check authenticity of a sari? Like, if you had to like explain in like a simple language.
If you have to buy cotton or silk, handloom, power loom, it is very difficult for a common man to understand, because you need
Right,
experience for it. But the
right.
basic things, as I have told you, that power loom will not have any defect.
Hmm.
Most of the power loom fabrics or saris will be quite smooth, and handloom saris will have some or the other irregularity. It can be one
Right.
thread is pulled, or one thread is missing, or there's one little hole, like not a big hole, but just like one pin mark that is there. Or
Just human defects basically
yeah,
because they are
so
doing it by
yes,
hand.
there will be
Right.
something, some roughness in the sari. So that is
Right.
the identification of handloom.
Right.
Power loom is very smooth and simple, so it's very like non-defect fabric. So in power
Understood.
loom, you might
Understood.
not find any kind of irregularity. Now
Right.
there is even difference in screen printing and block printing. So when you're screen printing, it will be more finished than a block printing. The repeat size of the screen is much bigger. Your block cannot be more than 10 by 10 inches or 12 by 12 inches for that matter. So something that is block printed, you will be able to figure out that there is one particular square will be repeated. So you will have to identify where that one square is. If you can identify that one square, you will be able to see whether that's, if the square is smaller, like 4 inch, 5 inch or 10 inch, then it will be a block print. But if it is bigger, then it is not going to be a block print. Screen prints are much smoother, much neater, much cleaner than block print.
Correct.
Of course, block prints, better quality block prints and screen print में कोई फर्क पता भी नहीं चलेगा because the prints are also done in that finish. So when your block print is also as good as screen print, that is when it is expensive.
Single life is enough to gather the amount of knowledge you have gathered for almost 20 years that you have been doing it. All I can say is that if anybody is looking for authentic sari, handloom sari, or even any sort of special sari they're looking at, they should just go to Savanchi, because just like Shweta is explaining each point for the people who can make a note, but for me, I think I will just go blindly and buy it from Savanchi, because I know that if Shweta has designed it and made it, there must be, the authenticity is absolutely correct. So moving on from there, Shweta, you were actually mentioning this one particular sari which had like 11 types of weaves in it. So would you just like to talk us through, because I don't think that is something that any brand or anybody has it, right? Because you are sort of, you have designed that.
So basically, when you get a Maheshwari Sari, it is the standard design is there's a border and the body is plain, or your bodies will have some kind of bootas. So now this sari that I have does not have any boota or any gold motif, but it has 11 different weaving patterns in one width. So I'll show you the sari. I don't know how much of it is going to be visible.
We can see you.
But if you see...
audience, can you help us saying that whether you can see or not?
Can you see? So
I can see you.
I'll show you. Now this border, this is one different weave. This becomes another weave. This part is another weave. If you can see some stripes here, like 1 inch, like 1 centimeter stripes.
Yeah.
Then
Purple
again
stripe.
there are tiny checks here.
Wow.
Then again there is some different texture here. Again, this is different. This is different.
And again, this entirely is different. Wow.
Yeah. So these are 11 different patterns woven in one. So
single sari, right?
You see that little purple tone. It's like 2 to 3 threads woven horizontally in the sari in between the reds. So they're like 3-4 blue and 5-6 red. Again 3-4 blue, 5-6 red. So you have to keep changing the thread also. The shuttle will have to change. It's not easy to do this sari.
Of course.
The normal sari.
Because you have it, it's all that you have it in your mind, and then you have to keep on feeding on to your weave, right? Correct. It's so difficult.
Correct. So one mistake and the design
is gone.
It's gone.
Wow.
And you
so this sari, what do you call this sari?
No, it is a Maheshwari Sari.
Okay.
The technique, the original weaving is Maheshwari. But now you can do a lot of modification in, making, and the weavers are also so enthusiastic that they would want to experiment all the time.
Correct. So this sari is available on Sawenchi, and could you tell us the price range for it?
This sari we are selling at 8,000 rupees.
Plus
GST.
Wow. With so many various types of patterns, and it's just 8,000. Superb. And I think I think Shweta, you have these two things which is very unique about you as a person. One thing is this whole so much knowledge on handloom. And the other thing that a lot of people don't know, that you are also a stylist, and you also style your sister and so many actors in Marathi industry. She's one of the first stylists to style a lot of actors and theater personalities in the Marathi in the film industry. So while we have all of that, why don't we use it to bring it into our opportunity for Doers and Dreamers? So we had requested Shweta to show us three tricks, or rather three ways of draping a sari while you're on say like a Zoom call, like how we are on, or say like a work call that you want to take, or say like today on Women's Day, where you want to wear a sari to work, but you probably can't step out. So why don't you wear a sari for your work call? So Shweta, I think a little bit styling tip for all of us will help us in a long way
Yeah,
to
so
wear more sari often for our work from home work as well.
so today I have worn the sari over a t-shirt. So see, I'm wearing a
Super.
t-shirt.
Nice.
And, it's quite easy. Black t-shirt is
Yeah.
my all-time favorite. Many saris I can drape
Yeah.
over a black t-shirt. So the simple way is, you could, you can't see my face, right? One second.
Yeah, because we can see the drape. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we generally do, like
Yeah.
basic. You take
Yeah.
your palla like this,
Yeah.
yeah, and then you can wear a belt to secure your sari. It becomes easier to carry
Lovely.
with the
Yeah.
t-shirt. The second way is,
You turn it around your neck,
yeah, you
is
just
it?
turn it around your neck. Yeah,
Like a dupatta.
yeah, like this.
Oh, lovely.
See,
Oh, yeah.
so it's simple. And then
Yeah, it's
if
just
you
great.
want to secure, if you want to secure with the belt, you can. But if
Yeah.
you don't want to, it is okay. Like you can leave it
Yeah.
like this also.
Correct.
Yeah,
Lovely.
that's nice.
Anyways, from your laptop screen of frames of Zoom, it's totally fine because you're ultimately just seeing just the knot around your neck.
Yeah, it's just this much. See,
Yeah.
is it
Perfect.
visible?
Yes, it's
So
visible.
it's nothing. It's just one twist and you're sorted. And the
Nice.
last one is little critical. It's little technical. So you
Yeah,
take
you
your
can go
palla.
slow
You have
on
to
it.
take a longer palla. Okay.
Huh. Okay.
The palla has to be long,
Hmm.
and you gather it around your shoulder.
Okay.
Take it from your back.
Yeah.
Put it back on the other shoulder.
Yeah.
Like this. So create like a dress kind of a feel,
Yeah.
and take it in from here. So from here, you
Okay.
in.
Like underlap it.
Underlap. Yes.
Yeah.
From under your pallu, you take this.
Yeah.
So this
Okay.
becomes your, see, it looks like this.
Yeah, it looks like a
Like a
dress
dress.
neck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you take, now I'll sit and show you so it will be easier for you to see. See. Now,
Oh,
so
lovely.
it looks like this. And then you can wear whatever. You can wear a necklace with this and you're sorted.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, so it, and you can even secure this with belt if you have to, like just go for a party and not do a lot of movements.
Correct.
Or, you know, even for some photo shoots, you can just do it like this and secure
Very
it with a belt
elegant.
and wear a necklace. It'll look nice.
Very nice. Wow. This is like a brand new design. Because one can even like,
a lot of things with sari, like you know, a lot of way of draping.
yeah,
Now this can be done with a probably, you know, cap sleeve blouse, so your sleeves don't show from here.
correct.
You can even do it with sleeveless blouse, but little
Mm,
broader shoulder so that this gets covered. You can even do
right.
it with a turtleneck, you know, like a turtleneck t-shirt, the t-shirt that comes right from here, and
Yeah.
you then wear a choker in the neck. Or
Wow,
you don't wear
that'd be
anything in the
lovely.
neck and just wear earrings. You know,
And what I like about this design is that even while you're working on a laptop, your hands are free because it just comes here, right? So
yeah.
your hands are free to work the
Just
whole
wear
day and even
one
to,
hand. You can just move around
correct.
in one
Yeah.
hand and that's it. Sorted.
Yeah. It looks really nice. Really nice. I think this Even yeah, actually, somebody just commented saying that the material is great. Like you mentioned, this is what silk you said?
Modal satin.
Modal sari, right?
It's
So I
very
think this is
soft,
some very
and
soft.
it doesn't get wrinkled fast, so it's like easy peasy. You can just handle it anyhow, and
Yeah,
it works. You don't really have to like you can iron this at home also very easily. You don't have to give it for
correct,
ironing. It's
correct.
very very easy.
No, I think this styling tip has been excellent. I hope everybody on this chat saw that. One last question from Ridhima Pillai. She is asking that do you only sell cotton sarees or is there anything else that
No,
Savanchi is hosting?
no, we do sell cotton sarees. We sell modal satin. We sell organza sarees. Now, modal and organza are not handloom because they're
Correct.
very expensive if you will get handloom made. So we are slowly
Hmm.
getting into it. Eventually, I think we will. Then
Right.
we even sell Maheshwari sarees, which is silk and cotton mix. Some of our Maheshwari sarees are 75% silk 25% cotton. Some of our
And you
Maheshwari sarees
mention all
are
of
silk.
these percentage on your website, like as a
We've
part of your
written,
description
yes,
copy.
we've written
Wow.
when it is 75% silk or 70% silk, we've mentioned it in the website.
Right.
Fabric. We've mentioned the compositions. We even make contrast blouses, which generally
Hmm.
are not available. So we've
Hmm.
given our color combination to weavers to the
Right.
basic saree. And
Hmm.
we have matka tasar sarees also, which has a jamdani pallu, and it has
Right. Oh wow.
the sequence that is woven in the saree.
Hmm.
That comes in an exclusive range because it goes very
Hmm.
expensive. So
Right.
all of that, 90% of the store is handloom
Right.
sarees. We even have kaftans. We are making kaftans. We've made ikat kaftans this time. We even do
Right.
ashrak kaftans and dabu print kaftans. So these are few
And
of the.
lot of women are asking that do you have any Women Day special offer going that one
Yes,
can
we
avail?
do. Yes, we do. We have two offers going on, and we've even mentioned that on our website. There's a disclaimer on the website. It is
Right.
there. The offer is there on our on our Instagram page also. That
Yeah.
you buy worth 10,000 and use the coupon code, and you get 10% discount. And that's an
Wow.
additional discount because some of our sarees are already on sale. So you have
Correct.
that. We have
Oh,
that sale on. Plus, it's an additional discount for of 10%. Or if you buy over 20,000, and then you get a 20% discount straight,
so that's a
along with
double
the old
bonanza
discount that is
for
there on the side.
Women's Day, right? So even your discounted product can get further 10 or
Yes,
20% discount,
yes,
right? That's
yes.
amazing.
It's a double
That's amazing.
discount, and it is still 10th. Today's
Oh
Women's Day.
wow.
Yeah, we do have 2 more days extra
Two
because
more days. So
yes, we
guys, I
know
think
women are too busy.
because we know being a woman entrepreneur, you know how to how we all struggle with our daily chores in life. So there are 2 more extra days to buy and sell
Yes.
saris. Thank you so much, Shweta. I think it was really nice talking to you, and I think the three tips that you had for the starry draping are fabulous. You
Thank you
should
so much.
have some more, and if anybody reaches out to you for customization and designing, do you take those offers, or it's
No,
mostly for
currently we
the
are not.
designing that okay,
No, because when you make a handloom sari, there are
right,
certain rules and regulations you need to follow. So
right.
when you put up one loom, you have to make 16 saris in that one loom.
Oh,
So I can't design one sari in particular. I will have to make 16 pieces of that one sari.
oh, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense.
So that
So
is.
thank you so much for answering all our
Thank
questions
you.
and a very, very happy Women's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you
Wishing you the
so
same.
much for inspiring us every day.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for
Thank
following
you.
me. Thank you.
See you.
See
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.